And you know what? When Viva La Bam started happening, I guess our address leaked, and there's no gate at the house that Abe and Phil live at. So our mailbox, it said BAM on it with the Element logo and everything, and every night, almost every night, it would get smashed, and I couldn't take it anymore. So I hid in the bush.
Ring cameras existed back then.
I know.
No.
So I waited in a bush all night long one night, and we live in a cul-de-sac. So if you're not going to your house, it's our house and then 3 other houses. So once this dude made a loop, I was like, that's him.
He's trapped.
So I ran out and I trapped him. I said, what are you doing? He's like, oh, I'm just turning around. And I looked in the back and I see a sledgehammer. I'm like, really? You're the son of a bitch. So I grabbed the sledgehammer. He's like,
you know what?
I was like, where'd you get this? He's like, I got it at an auction the other day. I'm like, what do you have it in the back for? And he couldn't explain. So I smashed his
I work on the railroad.
I was like, get the fuck out of here.
Did you tell him what you were hiding in the bushes wearing?
What?
Don't you remember?
No.
He had a pair of shorts, no shirt. It was wintertime. He had boots on and a purple fur coat that was down to his legs.
So you could have looked that threatening.
No,
I mean, come on.
I mean, I'm thinking, good grief! I can't believe he's out there, and I can't believe you actually reached into the guy's car and got the sledgehammer.
Let me ask you a question. Did your mailbox get smashed?
That was the end of that.
That was the end of that.
Yep.
That was the end of that. Even though, like, when we lived at the first the CKY house, we live on a road where there was like a long road, and then people would play.
It was the lawnmower house.
Well, it was like the lawnmower house.
Yeah.
So I mean, there would be a long way where people would play this baseball mailbox.
Wait, didn't Phil plant like a 12-foot steel pipe?
Phil's dad came over, and we said, we have to do something about this mailbox thing because we were replacing it all the time. So my father-in-law shows up with like an 8-foot iron pipe.
Hey, I'm not kidding. It was 12 foot. I was 8 feet deep throwing dirt up still.
They were
and then it was deep enough.
And then like heavy duty welded the box on.
Right. So we put the box on, and then he encases it with the wood. Now, this is like years. It's okay, right? We're eating dinner one night, and we hear like an explosion. And we go out, and here's this guy's car annihilated. and the mailbox is perfect.
He didn't he bent the pipe, and then he ripped his whole underneath out.
Right?
The pipe bent.
His whole car was like totaled.
The front end, like the headlights are facing each other, and the mailbox is still fired.
Just conquered the front of it.
It like wrapped itself around, like the bumper and everything, like lights were looking at each other. And he said, I went down, I'm like, what happened? He goes, I sneezed. And I'm like, you sneezed? Yeah, right.